Hi guys, how's it going? So snowy here. Um, I just wanted to make a video for navigating empathy on the self-discovery journey. Oh, you see that little hummingbird over there? Anyway, navigating, empathy on the self-discovery journey. So basically, first of all, to get started, what is empathy? Empathy is the ability to place yourself in another person's shoes, and to share the feelings of another person. So, unlike sympathy, which is very similar, sympathy is where um, you can resonate. You feel bad for the person, but when you're being empathic, you literally put yourself in that person's shoes, and you see things from their perspective, and you feel what it is that they may or may not be feeling. So that's the big difference between empathy and sympathy. Just for any of you who are not aware of what that actually means. And so it's also a big reason for why I decided to make this video, because it's not something that's widely spoken about, talked about. There aren't a lot of resources out there. Not to say that, I consider myself to be a huge resource, but a big premise of my personal learning philosophy is a big part of my learning philosophy is really learning from as many resources that resonate with you as possible, and whatever bits and pieces that truly resonate deep with you, take that, and the rest, just leave it at the door. Okay, everything isn't for everybody, and everything that I say isn't going to resonate or make sense. I guess this is my disclaimer. So it's just to say that, because we all have different perceptions, perspectives, experiences, and so on and so forth. So it will vary for each person, but I just like to create a space where I can at least share my experiences in the way that I know how, in attempts of maybe assisting someone else, of maybe not making the same mistakes that I have made, or maybe to learn how to pivot, redirection, redirect themselves in a situation that they're currently in based on something that I have already experienced. So, because that's the best way that you learn. You learn from doing things, and you learn from other people. This is my personal opinion, but as I would consider myself a professional learner, because I'm a bookworm and I'm constantly in search of personal development and self-improvement. I just think that those are really two of the best ways that you can learn anything, by experiencing it and by learning from other people. Now, you can either learn from people who willingly share their experiences with you, or just from being an observing party to what it is that they're doing. So the choice is up to you. So that's neither here nor there. But what I did want to create this video for is because being empathic isn't something that's widely spoken about. Many people don't even know what it is or know it's a thing. It wasn't until the recent years that I learned what empathy was, and was truly able to put a name to the things that I had experienced my entire life. And also, hopefully this will help you to navigate a little bit, easier on your self-discovery journey, because empathy is a really huge aspect of our lives. Because when you are an empathic individual, you'll notice that you are far more sensitive to circumstances and situations than other people are. Like, people may say that you're always in your feelings, or that, you're really sensitive, or just like over emotional, things like that. These are things that I personally have heard my entire life. And yes, to some extent these things are true, but now I know the reason why. And the reason why is because I am an empathic person. So oftentimes, instead of just experiencing these things and it's like, why is this happening to me? What's going on? I am able to step back and say, okay, so I know I'm empathic. What I'm feeling isn't really resonating with me. So maybe what I'm feeling and experiencing isn't mine. Maybe it is someone else's. And it changes my entire perception and my entire perspective of what's going on and what's happening. So, again, it's just a great way for you to be able to understand yourself and to understand who you are, because that's really what the self-discovery journey is all about. Who are you deep down? Who are you when no one else is looking? Who are you, in your hardest of hearts? So, not what you perceive or what you want yourself to be perceived as, or how you want people to look at you, or what you want to be known for. No, like, who are you? Why do you do the things that you do? What motivates you? What inspires you? These are all important things to know and to understand. And going from there, it's important to not judge whatever it is that you are experiencing or whatever it is you may have done or you do. Just know that it's an experience and it is something that is rooted in something much deeper than that. Okay? And the deeper that you go into the self-discovery journey, you'll begin to learn and understand where those things come from. And you'll want to do a little bit more investigation. And you'll want to dig in and dive deep and see, like, okay, so I'm empathic. Why am I empathic? Why do I feel this way? Well, I don't know. I just always felt this way. I'll give you myself as an example, just because that's the only way I really know how. Again, I've always been empathic. I've always been really sensitive. If I see somebody crying, I fucking cry. If I, see somebody extremely happy, I'll cry. It's just the way that I express any excess of emotion. If I'm overly anything, I just have to express myself in crying. I get really mad and I'll cry. I remember when I was younger, my dad would tell me, like, don't cry unless, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. Shit like that. But, I'm just like, I can't control it, man. It's just fucking happening. I'm not even sad. I'm mad as fuck. Ugh. I don't want to cry. I'm just crying. Literally, my whole life, that's been the case. So, really, it's not until my late 20s that I've understood and known that, okay, but that's an emotional release. That's an emotional response that you're having. And that's how you're expressing the excess of emotion, the excess of your emotions and everyone else's emotions around you that you're feeling. Because that's what's happening when you're an empath. And really, excuse me, not to make it sound like it's some extra superpower or something like that, because it's really not. Being an empath is truly using your intuition to its deepest abilities. Really is what it is. And being receptive to it. So it's literally just like, acknowledging the emotions and the feelings that you're having, experiencing the emotions and the feelings that you're having, and I'm so sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. Damn. That makes me upset, but it's okay because I've got some notes right here. So I guess I'll just hop on to the next one if it comes back to me. And I'm not editing this video because I don't have time. Anyway, so situations in question. So the first thing that you would do when you're in a circumstance or situation that makes you feel some kind of way. The first thing to do would be to step back and to acknowledge, all right, what is it that I'm feeling? How am I feeling? Does this feeling resonate with me? Does it not resonate with me? Well, what's going on? Like, really check out your feelings. I used to struggle with anxiety and depression, and it's not really something that it's just ever goes away. However, I've learned that what I consider to be a sense of anxiety is merely my experiencing everyone else's emotions along with my own, if that makes any sense. And if you're an empath, that'll make sense. Um, so, oh yeah, that's what I was saying, using your intuition. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. Empathy is using your intuition to its deepest core. It's more than just speaking to someone, it's your body language, it's the way that they move, it's the shit that they're not saying to you. But when you know it and you can read it without question and you feel it, that's a big part of it. So, um, you know, it's like they are two separate aspects, but they are so similar and so close to one another that once you begin to really bridge them together, it's completely, that's really what it comes down to. It's using your deepest intuition. It's just that when you're in empath mode, you do it subconsciously, so you don't really know that that's what is happening or what you're doing or what you're feeling, if that makes sense. So again, it's just important that when you're in situations that feel questionable to you, that you just step back and you just say, okay, does this resonate with me? Does it not resonate with me? I am pissed. Like, why am I pissed? Like, okay, so this is why I'm pissed. Okay, it's okay that I'm pissed over that. That's something to be pissed over, All right, and literally, you'll find yourself talking yourself down of the empathy and to a level of understanding, because again, like, does this resonate with me? Is what I'm experiencing, does it resonate with you? And you will often find many times that it's not, and that's a part of being an empath. Because, for example, my mom would say, like, I'm sad, and I'm just like, why are you sad? I don't know. Then you're not sad. So let's take it down a notch. Let's take it back a notch, and let's say, okay, I feel this overall emotion of sadness for some reason. I'm not sad. I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm actually very happy right now in life. But I have this feeling just right now, and it's just kind of overcome me. I don't know where it's come from or why it's there. And then you can ponder, like, why? Huh, that's interesting. And then go on about your way. It really is, I may make it sound like it's something that it's very easy, but it's not. It's something that I've been working on and I've been navigating for quite some time now. So, again, it's just really important that you take the time to acknowledge the emotions and the feelings that you're having and the thoughts that you're having, and to really see if they resonate with you, how they resonate with you. And just like how I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, if it doesn't resonate with you, leave it at the door. If you feel this overall sense of anxiety at the cashier because, you want to put your money all in the wallet, why? Talk yourself down from it. Like, okay, this time is coming. I know that this time usually bothers me. I just feel so overwhelmed because I don't like for people behind me to have to wait on me, while I am, putting my change away and getting my receipt. I just feel like it takes such a long time. All right, so we established this is the issue, this is the problem, or, this is the emotion, this is the feeling that you're experiencing. So then, when it's time for you to finish checking out and you're going through everything, take your time to really be like, okay, I understand that this is, what's happening, and I understand that this is like this is what people do at a register. They put their change away, and they get the receipt and they go with their items. It's just a part of the process. And the more frequently that you are able to talk yourself through the emotions, feelings, and thoughts you're having, the far more easier you'll be able to navigate your empathy along your self-discovery journey. So again, I'd like to make my videos short and sweet. I hope this helped you. Until next time, if you have anything that you'd like for me to touch on, any topics, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, don't be afraid to like and subscribe. As always, it's my absolute honor to serve you, and I can't wait for the very next video.